Carrots. Hey. Oh, these carrots are divine. You get a dozen every time. It's magic. What's going on, people? Got a New Jersey for the Gully TV Sports backdrop. Kareem joint donated by my man. Good morning. Got a few things to talk about. I'm gonna try to come on in here. What the hell's going on? Something's gone wrong, terribly wrong. What up, though? Since when? He said, what you know about low? I'm an honorary low life member, pimp. I don't know what you've been told. Minnesota in the building. Game out here doing features for 2,500. Shit, that ain't like a bad price or nothing like that. But he said he only doing 8-bar features. He only giving niggas 8 bars for their 25. It's hectic. I never seen a like an A-list rap star. Game's A-list. I haven't never seen an A-list rap star soliciting or campaigning to get a feature like Game right now. If you follow me on IG, you can see a DM that he sent an associate of mine. He told my man he'll give him 8 bars for 2,500. He said normally these features go for 15,000. That's what he told him. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get the notification. That's a good investment. Just make him do a hook for 2,500. I probably would go for the hook. Yeah, 8 bars, that ain't a lot. You can't get your point across in 8 bars. He said he's still pandemic hustling. The pandemic continues. Game owes some people. Game was hit with a hefty lawsuit like last year. My man said he still owe that girl $7 million. I thought it was 6.5, but that's 7. That's 7. He lost the lawsuit, so he think he gonna get back doing features and shit. If I was a rapper, I would get a Game feature. If it was within means, I would need more than 8 bars. But he do look bad. He look like a starving artist right now. That sexual lawsuit is kicking in. My man said I thought it was 1.7. I think it was 6.5. Good morning, everybody. Make sure y'all follow me on IG, Gully TV World. Make sure y'all grab the book too. My book is fire. Shout out to those who received theirs over the weekend and shit. I hope I provided you with the proper entertainment to carry you to Monday morning. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Sha'Carri will never get a Jamaican beef patty again. We talked about her yesterday. Um, we gonna sit it out. We gonna stand off Sha'Carri. We gonna wait and see what happens and shit. He said he better start selling his jewels. He said he need to get online with Whack 100. Speaking of Whack 100, Whack 100 that's who I last knew to be Game's manager. Whack 100 is doing all of this, and Game is doing all of this. It don't look like they're on the same page. I thought your managers was supposed to broker your drops and your verses. I thought your manager supposed to put that shit together and shit. It ain't really common that the actual artist be in the inbox negotiating the deal. Like I got the video of him and my man inbox negotiating the deal. He asked me for 2,500. I don't know how hitting licks for 2,500 is gonna catch up to a $6 million bill that he has. He said it looked like they've been cut ties. He said Wagden moved on if you can't tell. Damn, he said I know somewhere 50 laughing right now. Game probably don't have no other recourse right now than to go back to G Unit. If you go back to G Unit, that open up some doors for him. If G Unit will accept him. I don't know what to say. Good morning. Shout out to my sponsor, Flight Club. I had there. Oh, let me grab these bottles. Give me 1 second. Can't leave my sponsors out. This what happens when you market your product with the dribble and shit. I go on campaigns, put you dead on the map. Make sure y'all follow that company. They got fashion and they got alkaline water. They out of Rochester, New York. Remember that name. Anyway, he said 50 ain't never letting him back. I hear you. Game need to reach out to Dre. Dre owe his woman a lot of money right now. I don't think he gonna be in the mood for game shit right now. Good morning, everybody. Make sure y'all get the book. Some things I've been through was fire and shit. I'm waiting for the reviews to hit the net this week and shit. You know, y'all had it. Some of y'all done had that book for like 3-4 days now. It's only like 90 pages and shit. Y'all should be done drew y'all conclusions by now. Fire or not. Fire or not. Never liked Game, just something about him. I did. Kanye dropped Drake Addy to his crib last night. They doing a lot. Kanye, I look at Kanye in the same boat as Bobby Shmurda right now. We need music, fam. We need music. All of that extra shit is cute. The dancing. They said Bobby Shmurda is on the shot clock. Every time the video shows up of him, he gyrating and dancing. Bobby, Ghostwriter, fast. Your days are numbered. Can I get your book in audio? Probably sometime next week. I got to record it myself. So, we be all right. My man said Fat Joe stay going viral now. What did he do? Rest in peace to Taheem from out there in Queensbridge. He was assassinated over the weekend. Taheem was a close affiliate. He might even been a relative of, I think, Havoc from Mobb Deep. Either he was a relative or he's a close friend. Whatever the case, he's a film director. He had a film out with Ice-T. He was doing some real major work out there in QB. And there was a lot of images and videos depicted of Nas chilling in QB this weekend. And some of the natives was there chilling with him and shit. Somebody sat there and watched Homeboy chilling with Nas and them on the avenue on the 40th. I think they was on the 40th side of QB. Somebody sat there and watched him out there chilling, taking pictures, and then they followed him and they murdered him and shit. Terrible. My man said, "What's up with Brother Polite? Not guilty. Not guilty." Not guilty. Blanca, whatever your name is, I'll be there sometime this week. Good morning, everybody. You see, yeah, that's fucked up. Yep, it go like that sometimes. Do y'all think Game still, is there still a demand for Game's music? Why won't he say not guilty? Not guilty. Not guilty. They saying the semen found. We need to have that semen tested. That semen ain't been tested. They could have brought that shit with him. With them. She could have had that shit with her. We can't convict him just yet and shit. I done seen too many. Y'all just tried to do the same thing to Bill Cosby. I've seen too many black men in power targeted for different types of scandal and shit over and over and over and over. Bill just was found not guilty and they had him incarcerated for some years and shit. He was just exonerated. I can't convict Polite on my platform without him having his due process. He said the sperm has been tested. That's how they got warrants issued. So If they tested the semen from the girl, they recovered it from her. How can they prove that it belonged to Polite without Polite participating, without them participating? Priscilla has games masters. Bill admitted to drugging women. He still, according to due process, his rights were violated and shit. They have a U.S. Constitution that we supposed to be protected by. Sometimes we protected by it, sometimes we not. Whatever the case, don't think they was cool with letting Bill go. Trust me, they wasn't. What do y'all think happened? The game is out here campaigning for a verse like that. He did 2 videos within an hour. He did 2 videos within an hour. They both on my Instagram page, Gully TV World, and it seemed like it was some urgency behind these videos. Polite gave them his semen back in February. It's a match. That's why the warrant came. That's his ass. Polite's DNA was collected by police. He said the man got bills on his back. Game was a gimmick rapper. That's why I know longevity. I don't think Game was a gimmick rapper. I liked it. Dreams by Game. I liked it a lot of Game songs. I never heard Game do no bullshit. I ain't gonna lie. I'd never physically heard Game on no bullshit. I never heard him spit no bullshit. I never heard a bullshit like trash Game song like that's garbage. And I never did. I'm being for real. Game owes that girl. He lost that case against. She gets his royalties and all of that. So he need these 2500s and shit to make a living, huh? Wouldn't get far as hot. Yeah. Wouldn't get far as hot as fuck. He had a video to it too that was hot. The Game gonna have to change his name to the artist formerly known as The Game. I wouldn't have allowed him, if he was my artist, I wouldn't allow him to make no videos soliciting features. I wouldn't have did that. Number one, because we all know this already. We all know this to be the truth. Whenever entertainers come down off their pedestal and start fucking with regular people, they got a motive. Game is talking to regular niggas in the DM. If you DM him right now, he gonna start a conversation with you. If you DM him right now, he gonna reply to you and start a conversation with you trying to get that 2500 up out of you. Game tried to launch a cryptocurrency and it didn't pass sanctions, so all the people that bought in are old. Wow. Wow. He said, unsubbed, not rocking with anybody supporting pedos. I don't give a fuck about your subscription, clown. I got talent. It's a part of my general spiel to say subscribe to my channel, but you can get the fuck lost in the same motherfucking gesture. Unsubbed. Do you know I'm black? Do you know I got real struggles in real life? A fucking subscription ain't one of them and shit. Take that shit, talk that shit to somebody else. Don't you see I'm thriving despite all of this shit? I don't be on here every day asking you niggas for donations or trying to sell you shit and cat. I got a book. It's crack. What's up? I said I'm not gonna convict Brother Polite on my platform because he ain't had his day in court yet. I'm entitled to do that. I can offer him that courtesy. I can. Straight up. 9 times out of 10, he will be given old verses, leftovers. That's another thing that you risk doing some business with him. You gotta hope he give you a legit hot verse that he hasn't used before, because once the transaction is made, we've seen from past incidents, it's hard to recover your money. Do you have more money than the Game? Why are you ducking the question? I don't got no money. I'm constantly hustling and shit. I got a stream going. I got a stream going. Some days I can't reach off into the stream and grab any proceeds, but some days I can go up there and grab. The key is to have a stream going. If you have a stream of income or several streams of income, You be all right. I've been working on getting 5 different streams of income. I was told that a millionaire has 5 streams of income monthly, at least 5. So what we doing? The game don't got no money. A lot of these rappers don't got no money. Um, Work hard. There's nothing else I can say. Work hard. He said, "What's this water?" This is one of my sponsors. This is Fly Alkaline Water. They from Rochester, New York. They got a clothing line too. They send me some of their clothing, but yeah, they're a black-owned alkaline water company and glass. If you ever drank bottled water out of a glass, you know what it is. Good morning, y'all. Hit the like button. Make sure y'all follow me on IG, Gully TV World. He said, "You on point today, man. I'm just taking care of business. I'm taking care of business." Yeah. Good morning, though. The bottle itself looks fly. Yeah, it's a jazzy little joint. They good cold too. My man said I only drink Essentia. It's the same thing. This is an alkaline product too. Why Whack ain't bring no bags? He said them bottles look expensive. That mean the water's good, and the water is good. Um, I don't know what's up with Whack and Game's relationship right now. We don't see them. We don't see them with each other. We don't see them making any announcements or nothing. It's like Whack is putting all of his emphasis on himself and I think what Blueface or something like that. I don't know what went wrong over there. And I've never seen an A-list MC my whole time as Gully TV campaigning for a feature. He's campaigning, and he's not only campaigning. Every video he make asking for a feature, that nigga getting grayer and grayer. He got to get his Beijing up right now. That's just stressing him out. That's just stressing him out. A game. Oh man, you need a marketing company. You need a marketing company. You need somebody to solicit and convince these people of your worthiness for these features. How you get the water? I'm about to give you their Instagram name. I think I might put the link in my description, but I'm definitely gonna give you their Instagram name. Hold on. Fly underscore fly FLYEHI underscore alkaline underscore water. FLYEHI. Get your dribble right. They set game up good. Child support and tricking equals the game. And the water's good. It's good. Real smooth. He said, did the game say he retired? He's not retired. He's out selling features right now. Game just need to lock up in the studio and pump out music, slavery style. If he can get somebody attention like TDE, if Game put out a single today and it was fire, people gonna fuck with it. People gonna fuck with it. People gonna buy it if it's fire. These niggas got to work. I don't know what happened in this industry. I think it's this. These cameras and shit. Everybody wants to be a podcaster. Everybody want to be on Instagram playing around all day. Everybody wants to take pictures all fucking day. I be looking at niggas. I be looking at niggas getting dressed every day, getting fresh every day, to get on Instagram and take a picture, and don't got nothing going on in real life. I be like, damn, how do he afford to do that shit? I can't afford to keep up. I can't get fresh every day. I can't. When I do get fresh, it's severe as a motherfucker, but I can't get fresh every day. Niggas that pull that shit off, I don't know, that's some type of skill, I guess. I got work. I be getting busy, for real. Everybody's a mogul now. People need to come down off them pedestals and work and put out some material for people to purchase. The game giving verses for $2,500. An uncommon artist like me should be charging that. Ain't nobody giving up $2,500 for 8 bars. That's disrespectful. He got a video. The video is on my Instagram page, Gully TV World, where he told a guy, "I give you 8 bars for 2,500." Like, come on, bro. He like, these features normally go for 15,000. They on sale now, I guess. The streaming services are paying penny dust. The CD licks are over. Game making, black and mild commercials. I don't know what these guys doing. I will say this: guys like Grillchy Party, Rome Streets, Benny the Butcher, um, it's others. It's others. I see making an impact off merch. These guys selling vinyl. These guys selling mixtapes. Him Low, Booze Brothers. Rome Streets. Self-made moguls. Look, get to fucking work. Get to work. Look at that. That's dope, ain't it? Would you think that somebody would want to buy one of these? If you made it available, they might buy it. This is a cassette. Niggas is still hip-hopping. People still getting money in this business. There's no reason why Game should be doing what he's doing. Guys beneath him don't even be doing that. They might post it on their IG. I'm doing features today. They don't put no prices to the public. He said, no work ethic. Nah, you're not gonna get on if you're not working. I talks big shit. I talks big shit. You know why? Because I be the fuck working. Because I be working. Get some fucking material out. The man said Boosie does it. I recommend everybody in music to do it. It's a new way of operating in hip hop. Master P showed us the way, pumping out the trunk and shit like that. Now the trunk is online, the online stores and shit like that. That's how you do it. The key is to have as many commodities as possible. Like my man selling fashion and he got bottled water. You gotta have commodities. If you want it to work, remember, we shooting for 5 streams of income. 5. I don't knock Game at all for getting out there and, presenting his case to the public, but it was something desperate about the way he did it. You then put out 2 different videos in an hour about trying to sell these features and shit. I don't know. It just don't. I hope he hit him a few licks because Game can't rap, but what do y'all think is going on? What's the breakdown? What's going on? And what has happened between him and Wack 100? Why don't we see them together anymore? Maybe Wack got some answers. I think Wack more in the 6'9". I think Wack is more in the 6'9". I think Wack wants 6'9". Yep. I think he's more in the 6'9" right now. You can't tell me the Wack don't like 6'9". You can't. And they got a video. They got a video of 6'9" in Florida, allegedly without any security. I don't know whether I believe it or not, but he did look comfortable. He can't borrow $3 million from his friends and then make payments. Niggas don't be having those types of friends. You think you got them type of friends I got 2 people in my life I know that I can borrow some paper from. It might be 3. Might be 3. I try my best not to use these niggas under no circumstances and shit. I try not to. I very, very, very rarely reach out to these guys. If I do, it's very important, and I don't have no other recourse. But If you got a couple of friends that you could borrow money on like that, on demand, that's a good friend and shit. The niggas I fuck with know if I got it. If your credibility is correct, if I recognize you as a hustler, you can get it from me and shit, because I know you gonna touch paper. I know you is. Whack 100 single-handedly destroyed the game's career. How? You can't destroy a person's career without music. Whack ain't no rapper. Game still got ties over at Cash Money. Birdman got a check for him. Them niggas ain't gonna help him, yo. He gotta have a real sincere friend. Oh, two of my um, loan buddies that I can go to and borrow money, neither one of them in the streets. 69 not going anywhere. He's performing at the Oscar De La Hoya fight in September with Anderson Silva versus Tito Ortiz on the card. Yeah, he's gonna be around. Joel Torres, what you think about the milk crate challenge? I know of a person where I'm at, broke his leg yesterday. I seen a guy in a store. He had something on his ribs, like a heating pad. I'm like, what happened to you and shit? He was like, I did that, that Hood Olympics with the crates and I fell and shit. I know somebody definitely broke their leg. There's a video. I'm glad you brought that up. We need to talk about this. There's a video online. They took it off my page too. They actually threatened me this morning, so the video is gone. It's a video of a guy doing a milk crate challenge, and a young boy run up and kick the crates out from up under him. I don't know what he did. If he was a snitch, I don't think he would have been there in front of all of those people doing no fucking milk crate challenge. If he was a pedophile, they a lot more introverted too. I don't think a pedophile would have been out there trying to be on camera doing a fucking milk crate challenge. I don't know why that was done. That was some sucker shit, man. That was some sucker shit. It made me so mad. It made me so mad because that milk crate challenge yesterday, that milk crate challenge brought a good vibe and energy to the communities. What I mean by that, people was doing that shit at family reunions and barbecues and gatherings and shit. Some wreck, something for people to have fun, and people was having fun all over the place doing it, even though it was dangerous. People was still having fun doing that shit. And you got a fucking, a devil shows up and trying to hurt somebody and fucks the whole atmosphere up. Everybody was just smiling and kicking it. Now you come here and try to hurt somebody. And this is why people be getting bodied. Ignorant young motherfuckers doing shit like that. Word. He said, I hope his mom smacked him. He need more than a smack, yo. He needed more than a smack. He shouldn't have did that. He said digging in the crates got a whole new meaning. Them crates, I made a big post about them crates on my IG page. Them crates has been a part of my life since I was a shorty. My brother was a DJ and shit, so it was always crates around and shit. And we had them shits stacked up. Them shits was like Lego blocks in our room. We used to stack the crates up and put a piece of wood between it and make shelves and all types of shit. This way before anybody even got the idea of busting the crate open, hooping on the motherfucker. Like, them crates is a part of hip hop, y'all. Them crates is a part of hip hop. When John Starks and the Knicks was battling Jordan and them guys, which is probably like 92, I was still playing on the crate. I used to play on the crate with my cousin Jimmy. We used to play one-on-one. We used to get it on the side of the house. We used to get it, man, like really get it, sweating after we get done, go get some snacks, eat, come back and get it again. He said they was used for DJs and hooping in my young days. Yeah, you could carry the crate, is you carrying the crate for cargo, but you could also turn it over and use it as a showcase and shit. Like I had like a entertainment center with crates. With crates, I took the crates and I put a piece of wood underneath it was a space. I put sneakers up under there. On the second shelf, it was all G.I. Joes and G.I. Joe accessories and shit. And on the top shelf, it was all fucking Sports Illustrated magazines and shit. He said, yeah, I grew up off that milk crate basketball nailed to a tree. Used to, them crates in the hood for boxing and on 17th Street. Ghetto games is what we called them. Crate is legendary. Yeah. You know how much of a nice jump shot you gotta have to stroke a crate? It was niggas really stroking crates. It was niggas who took chalk or a piece of a rock and you could make a foul line and shit. You could make an actual foul line and like niggas who used to be really, really going hard with the crates. My man said I played on that hanger on the door. That's before the crate. The hanger on the door with the sock. We used to hoop on the back of the door with the hanger and the sock. Dunks. Jump shots. He said with no backboard. The tree was the backboard. Or you could we put a piece of wood up there. We didn't call glass. We called oak tree. Tree. St. Laz, New Orleans. Oh my God, St. Laz channel, the New Orleans jail episode. Make sure y'all check that out. Shout out to Laz. Laz been getting busy. Laz been getting busy. Laz just had somebody on there, Blood Raw, from CTE. Yeah. Payroll said your jumper gotta be pure in them joints. Yeah, man, we used to be knocking shit down. He said your memory is impeccable. I was trying to figure out last night how we busted the crate open. I can't for the life of me remember how we busted them crates open, yo. I can't remember how we busted them crates open. We either took them to an older person. We might have tried to burn that shit. I don't know. I don't know how we busted them crates open and shit to make so the ball can go through. I just don't know. I can't remember. My man said, I got 4 in my room. Rub it in against the street, the back of a hammer. Bolt cutters, we use a hammer. He said it took at least a day to cut them joints. I remember that. I remember that shit taking like our whole clique have to do something to this crate. I'm busting it, hitting it with a rock. Somebody else hitting it with a hammer. My man might have went and got his mom knife. He trying to cut it with a knife. Somebody else then lit it on fire. All for some wreck. He said, hammer it out. Just don't hang the crate on a brick wall. My man said, get a hot knife and cut right through it. Listen to this shit here. Taking turns. Yeah, we used to do that. We used to do that as a posse. I'm gonna tell you what else we used to do. We used to take our face masks off our football helmets and trade them shits. We used to trade them shits. In one season, when I was playing Little League and shit, I might have went through a season and rocked every fly cage that was out. I might have rocked the Eric Dickerson joint. We had that, the Dickerson cage. Before that shit ended up being a defensive back cage, you see a lot of DBs with that cage. Back in the day, only Eric Dickerson had that. We called it the Dickerson. I might have had a Dickerson on one game. Next game, I might have a regular joint on like Peyton and shit. Another game, I might have a Neil Anderson joint. We used to all be sitting around with screwdrivers and shit. Paint them, spray paint them and shit. He said, what's the oldest model MacBook you would use? You need a new one. I had some old ones, one after another. They all broke down. They're in the cemetery now. He said it's called a Temple Guard and shit. He said Neil Anderson. Yeah, I had the Neil Anderson cage. I said Neil Anderson because I was number 35. The first year I played Little League, Neil Anderson was the only person that I knew that wore it. I was kind of mad that we didn't have no number 34. My man took 32. That was Marcus Allen and shit. And I wasn't hip to the magnitude of the single digit numbers yet. My first league playing, first time playing and shit. So my other man, he got number 3. I think it was a number 5 available, and nobody even fucked with it. I was number 35, so that's how I got hip to Neil Anderson. My man said, I love counting the scars on my helmet after smacking niggas. We used to count colors on the helmets and shit. We used to, you could count colors on the helmets. This, if you was getting busy like we was getting busy, you could count the colors on the helmet. This right here was the Eagles. I got this against the Steelers. This one right here, that's against the Raiders and shit. That's the Chargers. You see that little yellow in there? I lit his ass up. He said stickers. Man, I had stickers all on. My coach was on that Florida State shit. They had the Seminole stickers. I played for the Rams my first year, man. I had yellow stickers all up the back of my helmet. Damn near the whole side of my shit was covered. My man said they was called stock marks. Y'all hit that button, subscribe to the channel. Y'all can't get this nowhere. Them other you guys that y'all be watching, they didn't play no football. They didn't play no football. They didn't play no football. They was trying to be real street niggas, and they missed out. I got my wreck. I got my wreck. I got my wreck all the way up to when I got in trouble. He said, stick marks. We used to, after the game, if your helmet wasn't lit up, we knew you wasn't getting busy. You hear that new Dame Dollar album? I like some of Dame Lillard music and shit. I don't be checking for him or nothing like that, though. He says you played almost every sport. I'm from the projects. I play every sport. I play every sport. I tried soccer. I got kicked in the shin and then ended up getting into a scuffle and shit. But I played every sport. I wasn't no good in baseball. I could play baseball around the way, but competing and playing baseball, nah, I wasn't no good in baseball and shit. Niggas didn't know how to play baseball. They knew how to play every sport. I ran track. He said, you put us on the ride of any other picks. Leaf Ward getting busy. They got a video out right now about Philadelphia. Philly got some shit going on similar to what they doing in Chirac right now with rap and everything. I ain't even know it. He said, I only tried baseball once. That shit was fun to play around the way and shit. He said, I've been down with Leaf. Shout out to Rick Hyde. Plays 2 is out. I'm hearing good things about it. His streams did really well. I'm abreast on what's going on in music for sure, especially on both coasts. He said Philly drill rappers now. Yeah, they got something going on like that. He said you play handball. Nah, them niggas in the penitentiary played handball. Niggas that played that shit was very, very skilled and shit. Deion Sanders was the league's first pretty boy with gloves unstrapped. 2 straps on the helmet hanging off. Yeah. Deion used to be splashing like a motherfucker. Deion gave birth to a whole bunch of niggas coming to the games fly. He said, I never thought drill would hit Philly. It hit Philly. He said, you played tennis? I played tennis in Norfolk, Virginia in the 6th grade. It was fun as fuck. Fun as a motherfucker. And I was really getting it going and shit. Like, it was almost like I was playing ping pong and shit. I got pretty good. I doubted if I could pick that shit up, today, but yeah, I used to play tennis. Tennis is fun as a motherfucker. We need more black tennis players and shit. He said tennis is hard. You gotta have your east west together. He said I was just watching Must Be the Money last night. Must Be the Money was one of the first official athlete songs that was cracked. Did he write that? Is somebody credited as a ghostwriter for Must Be the Money? Played volleyball in lockup. Volleyball is fun as a motherfucker. That's one of the funnest sports you could ever play. We played that in lockup. We played that in Vision Quest. They had this competition called Congress. Volleyball was one of the biggest fucking sports. That shit fun as a motherfucker. Beach volleyball in the sand and shit. That shit fun too. He said Dion had bars. Dion didn't have a ghostwriter. Good morning to everybody. Y'all got me all ambidextrous this morning, man. I just constantly speak sports. It's the natural order of things and shit. Make sure y'all subscribe to my sports channel, Gully TV Sports. He said I played for the Logan Valley Cowboys. I heard of them. A lot of them dudes that played for Logan Valley Cowboys got locked up. I was locked up with niggas that played for Logan Valley Cowboys. He said, do you play golf? Golf? Nah, I never played golf. I played, the miniature golf and shit like that. That shit was kind of hard. He said MC Hammer wrote it. MC Hammer ain't write that. MC Hammer didn't write that. Don't do that. Good morning, everybody. He said volleyball was inevitable in Springfield, just like basketball. He said he half-assed it with a freestyle take after take. Oh, they said Hammer wrote it. Dion's still official. Nicholas Seedley, I'm Gully TV World over there. You can catch the video conversation. Game, the artist known as Game. He sent Chuck Taylor. He sent my man a video, an Instagram voice video. Told him that for 2,500 he'll give him 8 bars. Send it itself. Reggie Lewis would have prevented Jordan's 6 rings. Cricket or rugby? Neither. Not for nothing, but the Breakfast Club jumping the hell out of Boosie. You gotta, when you conducting yourself a certain way, people gonna approach you a certain way and shit. So, and questioning in regards to Boosie, I believe the people that's questioning him, they feel that they more intelligent than him. I do. I feel that that's what they doing. He better have his shit together. Dickerson and Walter Payton had curls with the headbands. My man said I had the Dorset cage. I hear you. Prime gave us the Nike Diamond Turfs. I had my first pair of Dion summer of '93, the black and red ones. I wore them on the 4th of July. I was a phenom. My man Amp Akins came around the way with those joints on. I don't even think he was into the whole Dion thing like that. I think Amp liked the Stillers and shit. I seen them joints. Needed a pair. Game owes millions to a thought. $2,500 at a time it's not gonna cut into that bill. Super Turk was good. Porter Rich. Good morning. Shout out to the Devin Wade show. Big Ooh. Roll call. You know what I mean? Fat Man Scoop. Y'all make sure y'all go get the book. Some things I've been through. It's crack. Hottest shit out. Believe me. Tunnel Vision, good morning. My man said I do rugby. I own 23 rugby shirts. They ain't low. He said, Game gotta do 3,000 verses. I did the math. Game better hit the movie screen. I think all Game gotta do is put out some music. He should put out some music talking about what the fuck is going on right now. I think the music coming. Y'all know he gonna hit us with something. And people gonna buy it. I think he'll get the 2,500 quicker. Shout out to him low. Booze Brothers, I'm starting to see you online a little bit, baby. I see you. He said he did already. He can't act. Yeah, they fucked Belly up bad. They shouldn't have called that shit Belly too. By under no circumstances should they call that Belly anything. Subscribe to the channel. This your first time in my chat. Good morning to everybody. He might have to sell his life rights for a movie. Niggas need to work. Put out some media. Bottom line. Tell him to take them. My man said Game of Legend though, hands down. This use of the word legend, I think it's thrown around too much. The mightiest will get a chance. The mightiest, they might as well get a chance. Get a feature with him, 2,500 with a picture. Just ordered your book off Amazon. Can't wait. That's what's up. I appreciate you. It's well worth it. It ain't no holes in this shit. It's fire. I gave everybody their roses. And a lot of the things I wrote was from like 2017, 2018, all the way up to now and shit. Elvis Murray, get your copy. "87 pages. If you're civilized, you know what that means. Do the knowledge. Y'all go check out that video. Game sent my man a voice message. He told him he want 2,500 for 8 bars. He said, conventionally, I get 15,000 for a feature. Y'all think Game getting 15? What did I miss? Game seems to be, there's some desperation involved with Game. He's released a couple of videos back to back asking for features. One of the videos he erased. I got both of them though, so you can follow me on Gully TV World and you'll see what's up. He said 15 years ago he got 15,000. The book is on Amazon. I started reading your book last night when I got off. Definitely interesting. Y'all call this the Birdman. This the Hassan Campbell. This how Hassan start all his videos now and shit. He said the lawsuit probably slowing him down. Rap! He said Jim Jones doing the same thing. Man, Jim Jones is in demand. All these niggas do records with Jim Jones. Jim Jones got work out here. Game ain't got, Jim Jones got work out here. Game ain't got Jim Jones work ethic. Don't do that. Jim Jones, by the way, just took a picture with Sean Poe. Sean Poe, who still goes by and still recognized as Sean Poe. Mm. He said Jim Jones is good money. Don't compare him to Chuck. Nah. Y'all share this live. Good morning. He said, but he dropped the price. It's under 25 now. He said Game need to fight. That's a good idea. Game need to fight one of those Paul brothers and get a million or two. I think that's the solution right there. Game versus Logan Paul. Yeah, people pay for that. Jimmy is kind of trash. Let's be real. We all know that ain't. We all know that ain't the truth. Game need to read some books and learn about business ventures. Love and hip hop. Logan might lay him out. I'm anxious to purchase the book. Go ahead and get it. It's hot. Hot. He said them white boys really box. I don't think he can beat Game in a boxing match. I don't think neither one of them can beat Game. Game's a big dude. He said, why Turk on Vlad TV acting like Fleece Johnson? He said it would be better he put out a nice single. If he does like Nate, it's over. If he loses a fight to Logan Paul, his career is definitely over. Okay, he can't risk that. Why is Nori on Love and Hip Hop Miami? Nori's hot right now. Nori is hot. Noriega is hot. As a brand, him himself. Not Drink Champs, Nori. He's getting busy. He putting guys on. He got different brands spawning from the Drink Champs company. Got Smoke Champs. Hey, shout out to my sponsor. Good morning to everybody. He said the Game did put out a song the other day. It was, well, nobody was talking about it. I don't know what's next. He said Nori turned them subpar bars to a mini empire. Nori got rich twice. Congratulations on the sponsor. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. He said Nori is even going on couples therapy. I told you, he hot right now. I'm watching him become more visible online. I'm seeing him different places. The cameras, he's standing in front of the cameras. He just performed at Fat Joe's birthday party. Seen that on Instagram. Brandon Long, that's what's up. I can't front. I like how Nori gives it up. I watched him on the Math Hopper show giving good podcast game. I seen Math revealed that Benzino tried to sick him on Eminem back in the day. I don't know what he thought that Math was gonna do to Eminem, but back when they was beefing, guess Math was a pup. He tried to sick him on M. Fashion Bomb. Oh, you can go get that from my website, therealdribble.com. That's all of the merch at www.therealdribble.com. Log on and check that out. He said, does Jim even write? I think Jim has been a rapper for several years now, probably like 10 years. After the Max B scrutiny, he was well off into becoming a rapper. Suge need to tell Wack to stop being in all the videos and rap his artists. Suge can't tell Wack nothing from jail. Beans got some heat with Conway. Wack called Mob James the police. He did. He did. That's some West Coast politics that's gonna be very, very they'll get to that. That's heavy. That's heavy on the West Coast. That's heavy. That's heavy on the West Coast. I don't know. I fuck with Mob James interviews and shit. I don't know what's I've never met him. But his interviews on Vlad, all of them, I love them. Fire. He said, I heard Jim still don't write. Jim used game to stamp his blood affiliation. He said, Mob James looked like, leave me alone before I act up. Yeah, that's the kind of impression I get from him and shit. They kind of like, we already know his reputation. He said, Mob James going to address that. Mob James seems solid. Mob James said, who killed Biggie? I think Mob James is probably the most powerful interviews on Vlad TV on the whole channel. I do. Like this video. It's almost 700 people here. Get the likes up, please. That's how you trigger the search engine. He said they locked up Drake. I ain't even gonna get into that, man. Brother Polite touching underage kids and Sinetta is protecting him. What made you say that? They locked up Drake, the ruler, yesterday. These new generation rappers get locked up every week. What you think about the Cash Money No Limit verses? That'll be fire. They need to do that. That's a good idea. They need to do that. I think that shit got some history to it, though. They might have had some bad blood in the past. I don't know. There's some history to that shit. He said No Limit would get washed. I don't know about that. That'd be a good-ass battle. He said they need BG to do that. Jim didn't use anyone to stamp his blood affiliation. East Coast Bloods are the biggest in the USA. They need no one to stamp them. Those are some huge claims. My man said, I was in the club when C Murder slapped Juvenile. I never heard of that. I know that it was some issues. Yeah. My man said Rock Nation is the FBI. Do you think No Limit would bring out Snoop? I would. How much more BG got to do? Every day. I don't understand this. I be seeing, and I've seen this. People that's been in jail recently, when they get to filing paperwork and shit, or I don't know, whatever they be doing, and they be talking about their health and shit like that. I've never in a million years heard of an institution having any sympathy on anybody. I've known niggas to die in institutions and shit. Since when do they let motherfuckers out early? That's just some, especially if you got gun wreck and shit like that. You gonna be there until they done with you. That's it. Rest in peace, T. Rogers. A lot of y'all didn't know that was T. Rogers in colors, huh? He said Snoop and Mystical is all No Limit God. You must ain't never heard Break 'Em Off something. Or the Ice Cream Man, that first album by Master P. Shh, don't do that. Hmm. He said, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with Game. Hopefully he cleaned this shit up. He looking bad right now. If you want to see the videos, I got all of the videos on my Instagram page. I'm the only person online that got these videos. I'm the only person online that got this conversation of Game pleading with message Game right now. If you're a rapper, message him right now. Ask him what he want for a feature right now. He said, I want to see Death Row versus Bad Boy. That's hard as fuck. That'll never happen. Suge Knight ain't out here. They gonna use Tupac records. Bad Boy, of course, gonna use Biggie records. My man said the rap industry is ran by the feds. Game gonna give him a verse that don't even match the beat. Shout out to my sponsors. Fly Alkaline Water, Rochester, New York. Make sure y'all check them out, man. Black-owned water company. Making it happen during the pandemic. Death Row catalog deed. I wrote a couple of chapters about Glaze in my book, but what I wrote was from 2018 and shit. This is when we had a relationship, when we was communicating. You might want to go check that out. Everything my book don't detail, you could tell me and him never had no problem. He try to act like he don't know me now. Good morning, everybody. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Can you put the link in the chat for the water? I will do that. I got you. He said, be safe out there. It's martial law in Asia. He said, you mess with the rock. I fuck with the whole upstate New York, man. I'm something like a pioneer media-wise. I'm the first person that was covering that whole sector on a high level and shit. Shout out to the rock, though. They got MCs West Rochester and East Rochester. Fire. Both sides. Riggs and them from the east side. Special and them from the west side. Shout out to the Cloth. Shout out to the Trust Gang. Shout out to G Money Bags. Shout out to Ito. Shit, these niggas that I'm naming is the only niggas that got music that's out right now. What's my man name? Rob like get robbed. Rob like get robbed. What's up, my nigga? Rob Gates. Do you have content from North Carolina? I got I forget my man name. It's on the top of my tongue. He's on my channel. It's a North Carolina MC on my channel. He fired too. How many countries you been to? I normally had a port on me and shit. I've been to like, I think 12 countries. 12 different countries, yeah. 11. Mm-hmm. It's funny you said that, right? Because I was watching a documentary last night and it showed the bus system, the transit system in London and shit. And it showed London, the streets and shit. You wouldn't believe how much cleaner overseas is compared to the United States. You can they transit system in like London and Paris and shit like that. You don't smell piss. You don't smell piss. You don't it is you don't smell beer, like you don't smell rotted. None of that shit. Nothing. It's totally clean. You don't see homeless people laying around and shit. Like the United States produce citizens who are probably a reflection of the society that they live in and shit. The United States, even though we live here, the metropolises, it's deplorable. That's why they just got that they just passed that infrastructure bill so they can start fixing shit. The United States is it's a shithole. I ain't want to say it like that, yo. Motherfuckers, them other countries, man, like you don't. It's not like that for real. He said America's about money. Clean this motherfucker up. He said this is wrong. He said it's sad to say, and we feel privileged. He said, and we feel privileged. I know some. I met some niggas in London, black folks in London, from the Gold Coast in Africa and shit like that. These niggas is clothing designers, real wavy dudes, fly and shit. And they was like, yo, man. They was like, why the police be killing y'all like that? Be like, why the police be shooting y'all down like that? And I ain't even know what to fucking say, man, because it happens so regularly. I'm like, man, it's racism. Fuck. The police overseas, London, they don't even got guns. They got batons. Yeah, they don't even carry hammers. They wouldn't make it over here. They police wouldn't make it over here. Damn. I never looked at that. Our society is a reflection, the people that America is producing, it's a reflection of the society we live in and shit. He said camera recognition like the UK would stop a lot of crime here in the United States. He said honesty is the best policy in regards to our own issues in the United States. That's why they just passed that infrastructure bill. What's your IG? Gully TV World, at Gully TV World. He said London was filthy for years. Let's be real. I ain't see it. I'm pretty sure they got their slums everywhere. Got their slums and shit. But matter of fact, when I was on the train in London, I rode past their slums. Like you be on the elevated train, you ride through it, and she look down and you see it, and you know. He said the only thing good about the USA is the passport. All Europe thugs migrated here. I think they migrated here because of the action. It's more action here. And they know that we in the dark. They know that we in the dark. I was locked up with some African niggas one time, right? This is a long time ago. I got in some trouble in college, so I was probably like 24. I was locked up with some African niggas. And they was locked up for stealing computers, right? They had a van load of computers or whatever, stolen computers. And we used to be laughing at them niggas. We used to be laughing at them niggas because they didn't have no fucking, like, they was roughing it. They was roughing it. They was roughing it. They was from Africa and shit. They was in America, but they was in one of these cities operating and shit, but they was two little thugs and shit. And we used to be laughing at these niggas because they used to be doing a lot of shit, doing a lot of shit that we wouldn't be doing, like walking around on the range barefooted and shit like that. Just doing a bunch of shit. But anyway, they was locked up for stealing computers, and we used to be laughing at them niggas, right? And I remember that one day somebody asked them why they stealing computers and shit, and they was saying something like they was making some type of IDs or something like that. This was in like 2001. Them niggas been on scam shit forever. And like they was on it then, and we clueless. We laughing at them like these dumbass niggas in here for stealing computers. We in there laughing at them. Don't know that the shit that they on some trying to like take over the world and shit. In 2001, it wasn't no fucking. Who was fucking with computers in 2001? He said, I've been to London. They carry knives a lot, but fear that camera recognition. Why Polite always hanging with minors? He gonna be penalized for that. He said, gamers and AOL users. That's the dial-up era, 2000. He said, niggas been scamming since phone cards. Dial-up internet. Napster. Yeah. That's all niggas. What you was doing on the internet in 2000? AOL chat rooms and downloading music when nobody else doing nothing else. Like I was in college and we didn't even fuck with computers all like that unless we had to go. Somebody was typing a paper. That's what the fuck a laptop was for. Wasn't nobody surfing online and shit like that. Be talking a little. Not in 2000 anyway, but them niggas are scamming back then. LimeWire. He said the conscious community is under fire. I seen Star hop right on their ass. Star from the Star Chamber hopped on them. They deserve it. LimeWire gave my computer mad viruses. LimeWire tried to download a movie, got mad porn. I'm about to get up out of here, man. Good morning, everybody. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Super chatters, y'all did y'all thing as always. Come get this good content. Make sure y'all grab this book. This is fire. It's the hottest book online, hands down and shit. If it was crack, you would hey, if it was trash, you would know about it already. Believe me, because it's in rotation, it's out here.